Easy, my love. There you are. I was wondering when you'd wake up. No, don't sit up too fast. Your body's still adjusting. Us mortals really are fragile things. There's that look. The fear. You always look at me like that in the beginning. No. No, please. Please don't back away. I know this is frightening, and I know that you're confused. But I swear to you, I would never, could never harm you. If I wanted to hurt you, do you really think I would have spent weeks preparing this room for you? Look around. The candles, the flowers, the silk curtains, the paintings. Everything here was chosen for you. You do like the flowers, don't you? You do? You always do. No. No, don't say that. You are not just a woman. Please don't call yourself that, or sell yourself short. I know that's what they taught you. That that's the role they gave you. A little human life, a little human name, a little human's loneliness. But it isn't real. You've simply forgotten again. You don't remember me either, do you? I thought not. That hurt a little more than I expected. But that's alright. It happened before. You descend. You bury yourself among them. You live and die and live again. And every time, you forget. No. You weren't kidnapped. You were rescued. You were surrounded by people who looked at you and saw something temporary. A body. A beautiful face. A woman to disappoint them eventually. But I saw you. I saw what was underneath. You know what first made me realize? It was embarrassingly small. You smiled at a stranger. That's all. A man dropped his groceries outside of a market. You helped him pick them up. You smiled at him. And he cried. You didn't notice, did you? Of course you didn't. But I did. He looked at you. like he'd seen heaven for half a second. And then he couldn't explain why. But that's what happens around you. People orbit. They hate. They cry. They confess things. They stare too long. Animals follow you. Children trust you instantly. And then lonely people become obsessed with you. I wasn't the first. I was simply the one who understood why. No, darling. You aren't crazy. That would make this easier though, wouldn't it? If I were simply delusional. If I were simply sick. If there was something wrong with my head. Then you could reduce all of this into something small and manageable. But deep down, you already know something is wrong. You've always felt separate from them, haven't you? There it is. That look. You smile when you should be angry. You feel homesick in places you've never been. You wake up from dreams grieving people who you've never known existed. And sometimes you look at the moon like you miss it. I watched you for a long time before bringing you here. Months. I needed to be certain. I told myself I was insane, that I'd imagined the signs, that grief had damaged something deep inside me. But then you touched me. You don't remember that either. Of course. It was raining. You bumped into me outside a bookstore. You apologized. And then you touched my hand. And for one impossible second, everything became quiet. No noise, no thoughts, no fear. Just warmth. Like standing in sunlight after a lifetime underground. I went home and I cried. It's embarrassing to admit. The gods have always made fools of their worshippers, haven't they? No. The door's locked. Not to imprison you. To protect you. You're frightened right now. And given a chance, you'd run back to them. And they would bury you again. I can't allow that. You think this is an obsession? It is. I won't insult you by pretending otherwise. I have devoted so much of my life to you. I left my job, my apartment, my friends. They all thought I was destroying myself. They were right. But devotion has always looked like madness to non-believers. I learned dead languages for you. I read texts no one else cared enough to translate. Do you know just how many myths describe you? Not by one name, never just one name, but you appear everywhere. A woman descending from starlight, or a morning queen, a forgotten moon deity, a divine being who willingly becomes mortal. And every story ends the same way. You fall in love with humanity. You stay too long, and you forget what you are. Maybe you say that you're just human so confidently. But tell me something then. Why don't photographs capture your eyes correctly? Yes, you noticed. You thought it was lighting. But every image of you looks slightly wrong. Like the camera can't fully understand your face. And people forget details about you constantly. They remember how you made them feel. But specifics, those blur. You drift through human lives like a dream they can't possibly hold on to. Except for me. I remember everything. The first dress I saw you wearing. The first time I saw you laugh at a joke. The exact moment you looked tired of pretending to be human. You looked unbearably lonely, and it broke my heart. That was the moment I knew. Not because you seemed divine, but because you seemed trapped. What do I want? You still think too small. I don't want your body. I don't want obedience. I don't even want love. I want you to wake up. Because one day this human body will die. It'll age. It'll weaken. It'll rot. And everyone around you will accept that. But I can't. How could I stand by and watch something sacred convince itself it deserves death? You're crying. No, no. Don't hide from me. I know this hurts. I know I'm tearing apart the world you understand. But haven't you felt it? That terrible feeling inside of you? like you're pretending every second of every day of your life. There, right there, you hesitated. You know what frightens you most? It isn't me. It's the part of you that wants me to be right. May I touch your hand? Thank you. There. See? I can feel it. Your skin is warm, but your pulse, it changes, it fluctuates. But not in a way that humans do. Not when emotional. Not like this. You did that. No, darling. The fire was dying. You looked frightened, and it answered you. Look at me. Look at me. You're alright. You've spent so long forcing yourself into a shape too small for you. Things slip out sometimes. And they're beautiful. Do you know what I think? I think you came down here because you were lonely. I think immortality exhausted you. I think humans fascinated you because they die. They love desperately. They waste time. They ruin themselves for one another. And maybe you envied them. So you became one. What happens now? That depends on you. You can hate me. I would understand. You can call me delusional. You can call me monstrous. I'll still worship you. But if there's even a small part of you that remembers, then stay. Just for a little while. Let me protect you. Let me love every terrible, lonely piece of you. You don't have to be divine for me to adore you. That's the funny thing. I crossed that line months ago. So perhaps I'm the tragic one here. Because even if you turned out to be entirely human, I still wouldn't be able to let you go. There. That expression again. You looked at me differently just now. Like you finally saw me. You felt that too, didn't you? The storm changed. It's been following your moods all evening. You still think that's coincidence? My goddess. Then what should I call you? Your human name? It never suited you. You know, when I first brought you here, I was terrified. I thought you'd scream. I thought you'd fight. Look at me with disgust forever. But now, you're listening. And that means some part of you must remember the sound of being worshipped. I wonder if I kissed you right now, would the stars remember too? No. No, not yet. I want your first act of divinity to be chosen willingly. If I'm wrong, then I spent my life loving someone extraordinary. And honestly, it doesn't sound like a tragedy to me. You should rest. You've been carrying humanity for a very long time. I'll stay here while you sleep. I'll always stay. And if you dream tonight, pay attention. See if this guy bows to you again. There they are. Your eyes look glowing. Welcome back, my goddess.